Hey family, I'm here to talk to you about the weight of outcomes. That is the weight of outcomes and how that paralyzes us in our faith in carrying out God's will. Our job is not to force the harvest. You just create. The rest is up to Yah. Whenever you're creating, every action is like a seed, and God is watering that seed. You do not create water, you do not create the soil. You birth out the seed and you plant it in the soil, and Yah waters said seed. And so worry is not just stress, it is a spiritual bottleneck. That's what we do whenever we are trying to create the rain and trying to create the soil and all these extra things that we weren't engineered to do. So if faith without works is dead, worry is the force that paralyzes your work before it ever hits the soil. When you spend your bandwidth agonizing over whether the seed will sprout, you rob yourself of the focus required to plant the next field. See, Paul laid down the blueprint in 1 Corinthians. He said, I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the growth. So neither he who plants nor he who waters is anything, but only God who gives the growth. So Yah did not command you to manufacture rain. He commanded you to plant seed. It says multiply, right? Be fruitful, right? Proverbs 18:16 tells us that a man's gift makes room for him. So your responsibility in the marketplace, in your home, and in the world is simply to sharpen your tools, honor your gifts, and put your hands to work with unrelenting excellence. We break out of strategic anxiety and move into sovereign flow by executing 3 tactical shifts. 1, focus on output, not outcome. Release that draft, launch that product, record the verse, publish the work. Treat every act of creation as worship, not as a gamble for validation. Number 2, eliminate the friction of fear. Worry is just misdirected imagination. Reframe every thought of, what if this fails, into, I have done my part. Yah will establish the work of my hands. When you step into your routine each morning, remember your primary director. Be led by Yah. Then lead others. You cannot lead your family, your business, or your community into abundance if your mind is not anchored in Yah, and instead being anchored in anxiety, worry, all these little frictions that slow down the work and does not help with the faith in carrying out God's will. And so your role is to build, record, write, serve, show up, and sow, and multiply. Yah's role is to water, nurture, protect, and grow. Look, family, if this message realigns your focus today, drop a lion emoji in the comments below for me. Subscribe to EZTV for weekly leadership media, and download the free Faith and Focus Planner in the description to lock in your daily structure. So keep building, keep executing, and let Yah handle the growth, and let go of the weight so you don't feel like you have to wait. Peace and God bless.